Thanks for joining me again, everyone. If this is your first time here, you're going to find a lot of videos about home improvement, DIY projects, anything you can do yourself at home. So what we're going to talk about today are home improvement projects that you can do to help increase the value of your house, especially if you're thinking about selling it very soon. And we're not going to get into the expensive projects because the first place everyone thinks about, or the first thing that people think about when you talk about home improvement projects to increase the value of your house, they immediately go to kitchen remodels, right? And because kitchens help sell the house, but quite often you're putting so much money into the kitchen that you don't always get that money back out, or you just get back what you put into it, and all you did was, maybe sell the house a little faster, which I guess isn't a bad thing. But if you're into that, I do have a kitchen remodel video you can watch, and I'm going to do one on a budget kitchen remodel video where you can do it basically on a shoestring budget. But anyhow, we're not talking about kitchen remodels. We're talking about other things that you can do that cost a lot less money, that for the dollar you spend will increase the value of your house or give it that eye appeal to help sell it quickly. And I'm just going to take you just through a few of those. So the first one that I always talk about when it comes to something that could help with your home would be home lighting. Changing or improving the home lighting in your house is huge, and it'll give your house or a particular room a look and feel that could be much improved over what might be there right now. And a perfect example would be putting recessed lighting in your family room, where right now you might be just working off of a couple of lamps, adding dimmers. I always talk about under cabinet lighting, a huge improvement into a kitchen, even if you do nothing else other than add under cabinet lighting, and then keep that lighting on when the house is being shown. I mean, that's for the cost for what you spend on home lighting, based on compared to what you get out of it. That's a great place to spend your money to improve your home value. Any home improvement project that involves lighting, it could be entrance lighting, outdoor landscape lighting, perfect example, okay? The next thing we're going to talk about is crown molding. Now, crown molding is something that adds that extra touch to a house. It makes a room go from ordinary to high end. I'm going to show you an example of that right now. So here's a room where we have no crown molding. It looks very plain. Other than the curtains here, nothing else is happening here. Just a normal room, ceiling paint, wall paint, that's it. And then of course you've got crown molding here. In this room, such a huge difference, right? I mean, just it makes it look more high end. Just that added touch, a huge benefit, and a great home improvement project. So installing crown molding can be tricky and not the easiest trim work to do, especially when you're mitering corners up there and they're on an angle. So you might want to pay someone to do that, and you could expect that to cost anywhere from $5 to $10 per linear foot with the material included, depending on your area, how high the ceiling is, and the expensive or the type of crown molding that you decide to choose. But for the cost, for what you get out of it, it's definitely worth looking into. You don't have to do the whole house, but certain targeted strategic rooms in the house, that would be a great thing to look into. So the next thing is landscaping. And again, that eye appeal thing when you pull up to the front of the house is huge. The first impressions, landscaping is something that you can look into changing. It could be, the edging between your lawn and your walkway, mulch, stones and rocks, and different types of ornamental bushes and trees. You don't have to go crazy, because I know people will spend tens of thousands of dollars on the landscaping in their house, and they don't take care of it, and the plants die. But we're talking about a budget type of a landscaping remodel in your house. You do things that will improve the look and feel, make the home look more welcoming, not so plain. Get rid of anything that in the front that is dated. Just bring it up to today's standards, okay? And before when I talked about lighting too, you can, while you're doing that landscaping project, you can definitely add some landscape lighting into the project. And then don't forget to keep at least a nighttime photo of the out exterior of your house with this great landscape lighting with your new bushes and trees as part of your listing package. So that way everyone can see what your house looks like at night. Okay, next thing would be painting. Now, seems very basic, right? Paint the rooms, but people don't believe that their rooms need to be painted or their walls. If you've chosen some crazy colors that you think are great but are not neutral, then you likely need to repaint the house, the interior of your house. Something you could definitely do yourself. A few $100s of just quality paint, neutral colors. Touch up any places on the walls like you need to spackle and do some repairs. Take care of all of that. And you know what? Also, a lot of people have trim work around their doors, and maybe you have white semi-gloss paint, and you've got some areas where it's chipped or a little dirty from hands constantly touching a certain spot. Just go over all of that with touch it up with some more white semi-gloss. It's going to change everything. That doesn't cost you really much of anything to do that. Now back to the entryway. We talked about the first appearances. Changing your entry door is something that you can do yourself. Likely is not too expensive. You can probably do it for less than $1,000. And again, just changing that's what's welcoming everyone into your house. It's a great project to do. You'll get that return on your money, and something to definitely look into, especially if your entryway is dated. Maybe get a door with a little side light, letting some more light into the house, which will help the interior hallway of your home as well. So definitely something to look into. Getting a new entry door if you need one. Refinishing the hardwood floors is something to look into. A lot of people have hardwood floors. The hardwood floors are preferred versus carpeted floors. If you have carpeted floors, then the project to me would be remove your carpet and then have someone come in and refinish your hardwood floors. Okay, so you remove the carpet, so you take that labor cost out and take it to the recycle center or wherever you can dump it, and then have someone come in, do some price shopping on someone that can come in and refinish your hardwood floors. You definitely want to do that. That is worth the money. That's a great home improvement project before selling your house. And then the next thing we can talk about is it's not really a home improvement project, but it's something to spend some money on if you're thinking of selling your house. And that would be a home equipment warranty. So I don't mean a general home warranty. I'm talking about a home warranty that will cover things like your furnace, your hot water heater, your air conditioning unit, maybe your kitchen appliances, okay? And I say that something to do if you have older equipment. And so if you have older equipment, you might be selling your house, and then buyer has got a home inspector that's making notes and checking these things off, and will say, hey, you know what, that hot water heater needs replacing, or the air conditioning is very old and you should negotiate a new air conditioner or money off for a new air conditioner. But if you have that warranty, then that kind of helps you in the negotiation process to say, look, I don't need to replace these. They're working right now. And what I've done for you is, and I've purchased this warranty that will cover you for all of this just in case something happens. Now, if you're thinking about selling your house and you're gonna sell it within the next year, you might want to go right ahead and get that now. That way, if anything happens to one of these pieces of equipment while you're still living there, it'd be great that for you to be able to get those things swapped out and replaced and changed to help benefit you, so you're not paying for it out of pocket if you think that these pieces of equipment are old and are likely to fail soon. Okay, so home warranty, it's not something that you have to actually do yourself. It doesn't mean you're replacing the appliances. Obviously, all you're doing is researching online for a home warranty policy that will cover all of these pieces of equipment that you could use as a selling point for your home, and potentially either not necessarily add value to your house, but help prevent a buyer from taking value or the selling price away when you're during that negotiation process. Okay, so hopefully this short list of inexpensive yet value building home improvement projects will be something that you will consider. If you have any questions about any of them, just please leave them in the comments down below. I'll respond pretty quickly. I appreciate you watching, and I also would appreciate you hitting that like button on the video. That helps me in my YouTube rankings and algorithms and all that fun stuff. Thanks again. Have a great day.